This is what a winning digital dropshipping store looks like on Shopify. And right now I'm going to break down what this actually is and how you could make your first $100 doing it like a ton of other people have over the last couple months. Digital dropshipping is an e-commerce method where we sell products that are instantly delivered to our customers. So if you're serious about wanting to make this work for you, it's very, very important you stick to the end, because if you don't, you're going to be lost and have a ton of questions. What's going on? Tanner here with another video. Hope you're having an amazing and productive day so far. I'm a 21-year-old who runs a 7-figure e-commerce brand, and I've been documenting my journey here on YouTube ever since 2017. And just a few months ago, I started talking about something that has never been seen before: digital dropshipping. This is an e-commerce method where you can sell your very own digital products online. And what's great about this is that you can sell the same product over and over and over without having to pay a cost every time. Now, one of the best things about digital dropshipping, aside from the fact you're building your very own online business, is the fact that to get started here, you don't even need to make your own product. And that's something we're gonna talk more about here soon. To make your first $100 with digital dropshipping, there's just gonna be a few things that you need to get started. One is going to be Shopify. This is what we're actually going to be using to host our website and sell our products. Number two is going to be Canva. Canva is just a tool that I like to use to create graphics, ads, and overall helps with putting your digital dropshipping brand together. And number three is going to be social media, because we do a lot of things with social media, including getting free traffic to our store and making sales from it. And number four, most importantly, is willingness. Willingness to do what it takes even when you don't feel like doing it. Because when starting your own online business, it's oftentimes seen as too glamorous and too easy. But the reality is that you are going to have to do some things that maybe you're not used to doing or are comfortable with. So you have to be willing to do what it takes to get the result you're looking for. But I promise with these next steps I'm about to give you, it's gonna make your life much easier than if you try to do this on your own. Now it's time to dive a bit deeper into the actual steps you need to take that are going to get you towards that target of your first $100 or more as quick as humanly possible. And step number one here is going to be choosing and validating a niche. And this is important because it's going to determine what digital product we're actually going to be selling and how we find and choose that product. So when choosing a niche, we first just need to understand that we solve real life problems with digital solutions. If we're selling a digital product on how to make a paper airplane, there's really not a huge market and a huge demand for that type of problem. That's known as a novelty item. So we're focusing on main human category pain points of health, wealth, happiness, and relationships. But we can't just decide, okay, hey, we're gonna start selling digital products for health, because that's way too broad. We have to instead zoom in a little bit more and actually take specific things that people like to do and turn them into digital solutions for human problems. So to simplify this process, you can go to a website here like Wikipedia that has this long list of all these different things that people like to do. And on this list, you want to look for things that can be transformed into solutions for a specific market. Let's say we take cooking out of this list. Cooking itself is pretty broad, but how can we use this to solve a problem that people have in those main categories of health, wealth, happiness, or relationships? The first few things that came to my mind were health. So we can actually use an action such as cooking and provide digital solutions for recipes, cookbooks, planners for meal prep, etc. in the health category. You could also take cooking and spin it to help people financially, potentially by catering or teaching others how to cook, classes, virtual classes. This is something that will help people make money, especially people that already like to cook. And in terms of relationships, I could see cooking be used to help bond couples by, maybe cooking every night and providing some type of digital solution behind that. But before we get into getting our product ready, we first need to just validate this market. I told you my ideas on why cooking can be used to solve real life problems with digital solutions, but now we need to just dive a little bit deeper into the popularity of this market. So a great way to do this is by first using social media. Personally, I like to use TikTok and Instagram hashtags a ton to look up, market, and see what type of content is being pushed and if there are some big creators in this space. So I can look up the hashtag of cooking or recipes and find creators pretty much instantly. And the same thing goes for product market research, not just creators, but of the product side. You could do this by going to Amazon and then sorting by books and seeing if there's ebooks with lots of reviews. That likely means that there's been a lot of orders on it. You can look up cooking PLR, which is something we're gonna get into more here shortly, and even large course platforms such as Udemy. And if you really wanna go to the next level, YouTube. Now, diving into step number two, let's say cooking is validated and we want to continue that route. We have a couple ideas in mind. How are we going to get the perfect product made and ready to start selling? And I will say the easiest route to actually just go ahead and get started selling as soon as possible would be choosing a specific idea, maybe maybe it's something that I just mentioned, and then going to PLR resources to try and find specific products that fit that solution for that specific market. So PLR content, if you don't know what it is, it stands for private label rights. Now, most of these different websites include the rights for you to modify and resell their digital products. So basically this means that I could go to a resource like plr.me, go to the website, find something about cooking. If it's something that I want to resell, I could buy the rights to it for typically a small one-time fee, and then modify it to be more valuable and sell it on my own store without having to pay a consistent cost of goods. So basically, if it cost me $10 for PLR and I sell it for $20, after I make one sale, I've already covered my cost and made profits. So now every sale after that, it's essentially a full profit margin because there's no cost of goods. And the second option would be good if you're in a market that you're personally familiar with, which would be creating your own digital product. And I always recommend starting off with lower ticket items just so you can start selling, start marketing, and getting your first few sales, which I call proof of concept. So low ticket products to get proof of concept typically are going to be ebooks, guides, worksheets, products that really just aren't too intimate and people are going to be willing to take a chance on because there's more value being provided than what they're paying for it. And then the third option I'm going to get into just for this video is going to be having someone else make this for you. Now, this could be a freelancer or this could be an actual creator in the niche you're in yourself. If you want to just pay someone who's already familiar with this market. Let's say I wanted to create a custom ebook about cooking recipes that are going to help you lose weight. Keep in mind, if you wanted to steal this example, it's probably not the best idea because it's a very competitive market. But what I could do is go onto these different ebook resource websites like Amazon and look up these different ebooks, look at their table of contents, get an idea on how they structured their ebook, and then I would just simply write down a couple of questions that I would ask a creator for them to answer and help me with creating my own ebook. What I would do is go onto places like TikTok, YouTube, find different creators that are creating content surrounding this idea that I have of my own digital product, and then contact them and ask if they would be open to creating a digital product for you and how much it would cost. And obviously you would want to provide a little bit of background information about it, and you want to contact them from every angle you can. Email, Instagram DMs, really whatever you can find. And you're going to get the best value out of these creators by going for more of a demographic of people with under 100,000 followers, but are still creating valuable content. And if you didn't want to do all that outreach, which I think it is definitely worth it if you go that route, you can instead just go to a freelancer and hire a ghostwriter and have them put something together. Now, before we move on, I typically use the app Canva to create different graphics and designs for my digital products. And if you want to learn more about the step-by-step of the graphic design in this entire process, you can go ahead to the link in the description. I have a program called Digital Dropshipping Mastery. It's a private community. We're all helping each other, and there's an exact blueprint for 4 weeks that you can follow and start everything yourself. Now, step number 3, after you have chosen a niche and you have a product ready, is creating your online storefront. And the simplest way to do this is going to be on Shopify. There are some other platforms, but are a little bit more advanced, and I don't recommend to beginners. If you're just starting this out, I recommend Shopify because it's going to be the easiest for you to customize and the easiest for you to manage your customers in the future of your business. And since we aren't shipping any physical products, it's very important that you get an app on your Shopify store like Easy Digital Product so that as soon as a customer purchases from your store, they can instantly download your digital product. Now, if you're selling a digital product that needs access to a third-party platform, let's say you have a video course, then you would have Shopify, have your video platform over here, and then you would use an app called Zapier, and that would be able to help you connect those two. So as soon as someone buys, they could be emailed a specific login to the video course itself. Now, after you have your product and your website ready, it's time to start marketing and getting into step 4, which is organic community and content. Right now with social media, the opportunities are endless for us to get free organic traffic to not only our social media pages, but to our website as well. And if we have a compelling offer and the right audience is seeing it, this basically lets us make sales and get data completely for free. Now, the main platforms that are going to be helpful for you in digital dropshipping is TikTok and Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. This is where you're going to be posting short form content to catch attention of your market. So typically I recommend videos 15 seconds or less, and it's very important for your first couple seconds to have a good hook so that people will keep watching your videos, because the way that you can go viral for free on these platforms is by having a great watch time, which is essentially just the percentage of how much someone watches of your video. So if I have a 10-second video, someone watches 5 seconds, that's a 50% watch time. So if 90% of the people that watch my video watch 50% of it, that's a great watch time, and these platforms are going to be much more willing to promote your content because they want to keep people on their platforms consuming content as long as humanly possible. And when it comes to content creation for TikTok and Reels and YouTube Shorts, one cool thing is that you can recycle the same video through all three of those platforms, but also that you don't have to be in the videos if you don't want to. You can instead use resources like Pexels or Pixabay. These are websites that have completely copyright-free stock HD footage that you can download and upload to these social media platforms. So let's say if we're sticking with cooking, for example, I know for sure I could create a really cool theme page on TikTok by using stock footage in a background and then including text on the videos. These are going to be 5-10 second videos, text that stays on the whole time of, let's say, a certain type of recipe, and the sound being something that's popular in the niche of the market I'm catering towards. So I could go to TikTok, hashtag cooking or hashtag recipes, and see what sounds people are using the most and getting the most engagement, and then use that sound on my video. Now, the reason I recommend posting organic right off the bat instead of just going to ads is because this allows for you to kind of test a few different content styles and see what could work best for your paid ads in the future. And more importantly, you could even get free sales from this social media. There is one student we have who has done over $50,000 in sales since joining over the last few months, just purely organic on TikTok. And number 5 here, a little bonus step, is affiliates, because we actually had another student do over $30,000 in his first month by using an affiliate campaign. So essentially what this was is he had created his own digital product and it was serving a specific market, and he went to an influencer in that space and said, hey, would you mind promoting our product? This is what it is, and we'll give you X% of the sales. Let us know. And they agreed to it, they made the promotion, and he did over $30,000 in the first month. Now, obviously you have to pay that creator a specific fee, whatever you agree to, but this is a great way to get other people who already have an audience to promote your product, your digital solution, and build your business. Now, I used to do affiliate marketing back when I was actually 13 years old, which is crazy to say, but now here at 21, I don't have anything to show for. I made a little bit of money, but I was building someone else's business, and I was battling with other affiliates every single day with a slim margin, trying to make a few dollars so I could buy whatever clothes or whatever I wanted back in middle school. To get started completely for free, I have a full starter pack which you can get. There's going to be a link in the description where you can join our Discord and start learning. Let's go.